You're sick of feeling like no one's there for you, and I get it. Growing up, I saw and experienced things that no child should ever witness. My childhood was filled with emotional neglect, fear, and loneliness. I had no place of safety, no one to turn to when things got dark. And at just 9 years old, I was already living in a constant state of fear, bottling up all my emotions because I had no one to talk to and no one to protect me. Even in my nightmares, it reflected that isolation. I would wake up in the middle of the night, terrified and completely alone. I'd lie there wide-eyed in the dark, praying for daylight to come because the night felt endless. And the fear was suffocating. And if something happened at school, a bully or a teacher yelling at me, anything that made me feel even more scared, I had no parent to run to, no one to confide in. There was no one who would fight my battles for me. I can't count the number of mornings I was dropped off at school by some random guy my mother had been with the night before. It was still dark outside, and I'd be standing there in front of a locked school gate, terrified, waiting for the doors to open. I remember back then I would wonder, what if something happens to me right now? Sometimes I even thought that maybe if something did happen to me, my mother's life would be better without me in it. The thought of that was as heartbreaking as it is terrifying. I didn't speak up. I couldn't. I learned early on that my feelings weren't important and that no one was going to rescue me. So I stayed quiet and I lived in fear, hiding my pain from the world. But now, as a mother myself, everything is different, thankfully. I made a vow to myself that my kids would never experience what I did. They will never have to wonder if someone will be there to fight their battles. I am now fully present in their lives because I know the darkness that comes from feeling like no one cares. They will never have to bundle up their emotions like I did. I'm there for them. And my journey started to achieve this by achieving financial freedom because I needed to break the cycle of neglect and fear. I wanted to be there for my kids, not just physically, but emotionally too. And I wanted to create a life with this program where I knew they would never know any doubt. They would only feel loved and supported. That's why I built this life, so I can be present for them, so that they don't have to feel alone in the dark. I want you to know that it doesn't have to be this way for your kids. We can break the cycle. We can give them what we never had. And it starts with being present. And I did this through this digital marketing program that gave me the freedom I required to be a present mom, to be there through the highs and the lows of every single thing of their entire day. If you want more information, comment balance below.